Y'all know what time it is. Back with another one. We we got to start off with saying that's crazy what happened to old Donald Trump out here. Let's let you know the world crazy out here now. I'm telling you now, whenever you ain't under the agenda, it's always a problem. What y'all know about that right there? Machete. Classic. Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. Yeah, we gonna Machete now. You can't never kill him out there now. Yeah, we back with a Hyena Part 2. We're gonna go ahead and get Part 2 started today. But yeah, that's crazy. What happened to old Trump and Sleepy Joe? You either want somebody that's gonna go to sleep at 8 o'clock, or you want somebody that them brainwashed that like he your friend that the people don't like. That's what they choosing. That's what they giving you. They say it's a election, but it's actually a selection because they already done selected what they want, and we got to choose for them too. But I ain't gonna get into it too much. That YouTube already shadow banned me enough. I ain't gonna drop too much knowledge on this one. We're gonna keep it about the dogs for now. But it's crazy. Some stuff to change with that happening. But anyway, we're gonna finish up Aries, and we're gonna finish up. We're gonna do the top. We done Wonka, and we're gonna do Kelly Bundy now. And just to show y'all, that's old Hyena and her sister Night Night. You can see the difference of the size. That's when I picked them up. They didn't know they was about to make some history. About to start making history. Those my two little dogs. I brought to the clique now to add to the bloodline now to make them a little smaller and use some of the same blood I'm showing you to add to my stuff. Y'all people already been looking at the videos. You know, you can kind of see how the first quarter gonna start crossing with it, and we're gonna go to this second quarter. You're gonna see how it's gonna cross with my stuff to keep it going. You gotta keep it going. Can't keep inbreeding. You know, you gotta start picking some other dogs and taking some other chances to see which way you want to go. So that was her and her old sister on the way back, looking cute. And little recap. Y'all go look at the video, Hyena Part 1, but this is the Daddy Aries. And we went over Wonka, which ain't nothing but a heavy Gaston's dog coming down off that Champ Boy, Gaston's Champ Boy and STP book stuff. Heavy book and Toro. It's a nice little heavy book cross with the Tombstone and Toro, which is the Yellow John. So, Red Boy Jocko stuff. So, it's just a nice little cross. So, go watch the video if you want to see the breakdown on that. We ain't going to repeat ourselves. So, that was Wonka. And we're going to Kelly Bundy. Now, besides her being named Kelly Bundy, my favorite show, well, one of my favorite shows, Love and Marriage, boy. You Married with Children, that's a classic. Now, I was a trip on that thing, boy. That's old Kelly Bundy. Good looking dog. She got that mask. You can see that last video of I put it at dog. That's what she got. He got his little mask from a little bit on that dog. I put Happy Bulldog on that video on my short, I think. You can see he got that little mask from him. He was the only one that came out like that of that puppet, of that litter. But Kelly Bundy is excuse me, Kelly Bundy is heavy off some of my favorite stuff. new age favorite, besides King. King my favorite stuff, but you ain't gonna never find none of that. And this my second favorite. You ain't gonna find none of this either. But yeah, it's coming off some of that BB blood that they bred to Chap Emmett, if y'all remember the videos. So Capital Kennel Cyclops is Kelly Bundy daddy, and Chavis Cheyenne is the mama. Okay. And Kelly Bundy is coming off the, you see it, Mims stuff. I told you about Mims. Okay. Now this is a good example of people breeding off of somebody's line, off the Mims line. Now you see, this ain't Mims, this ain't Mims, this ain't Mims, this ain't Mims. You see Mims in the second quarter, but you see, this ain't really a Mims dog. It's the Mims blood. It ain't a Mims dog. Mims will tell you I didn't do the breedings and stuff. I'm only in this next generation one time. You see? Pools had their hand on it. Red dots. Mims right there. And then Council's Foxy. In which he might trip out. He see this. That's Foxy right there. Council Foxy. Good looking dog. Rocky Kennel's blood. That's 2012, 2011. You remember this blood? The 32-pound red boy Snooty. Coming from Banks. And Judges stuff. You see Banks, you see? Nail him down. Banks, Judges. See, that's they blood. They just using Mims blood. You see, Judges go way in the third generation. And Shanita's. But it's all that Mims, and it's all that Carolina Flow crossed with the Marlows. You see? See how it's breed? But yeah, I just thought we're gonna look at it some more, but I just thought I'd throw a little shout out to old Rocky Kennels out there, and that is some of that old blood they used to run. He'll probably laugh when he see this. He probably already seen it. But if he ain't, he gonna laugh when he see it. Probably gonna bring back memories. He remember what that blood do. Now, we're gonna break them down in quarters, like I always tell you. You know. Kelly Bundy. So Pools Bishop. There go Pools Bishop coming off Mims Bar and Mims Dana. Okay. Coming off the Mims Spiffy, and Chance Mims Sniffy. And Spiffy and Sniffy, say that 3 times straight. And what is that coming off of? Straight Mims. This a whole Mims bloodline dog right here. Now this is a Mims bloodline dog. All the way through the pedigree Mims. See what I'm saying? Classic stuff. One of the best that ever did it. Now, we already know what the little amber stuff and the dopey stuff, you already seen that, but we had to click a little bit to get to it to see that that's what they breeding it off of. But see, when I go back to BB pedigree, you can already see it's way up closer. So now it's moving even closer when you breed it back to this, even though it's a quarter of it in there. See what I'm saying? That's how you breed them dogs, to get them genes to jump around in there, to keep getting them type of dogs with that drive and that look and that go-go. See what I'm saying? So now, Spiffy produced great dogs, one of the best red boy studs on earth. 2005. If you know, you know. So I'm talking about when somebody that got some red boy. See what I'm saying? Y'all already know these dogs if y'all been watching. But you see how it's coming right back to it. On hyena second generation. Blood shooting right back in there heavy. Okay. So we know Spiffy producing great dogs. Then we got Ladybug. All that heavy snooty. See that heavy snooty stuff? Vindicator. Snooty. Hannibal. I mean, that's Weldon's Comet. When they go back to the Tudor stuff. Maloney's Toot stuff. See these same names. Hannibal. Seen him before too. Hansel stuff. It's coming down off of that old classic stuff. So that's what Mim's Ladybug got in, and of course the Snooty. Y'all know I love that Snooty. That's why they got some Snooty blood. Trey Hands Rascal stuff crossing back into it. All that Trey Hands Rascal in my dogs. That's why they fired up. Snooty stuff. Heavy Snooty though, through the Ladybug. Coming from Ricochet and Half Pint. See, that's the same Half Pint. Just one of them lit up, one of them ain't. Half brother sister breeding. Ricochet and Shorty. But just Half Pint the same. Alright. Then we got the Mim Sniffy. Champion Sniffy right there. 18,000 times. Coming off the Fiddlefoot and the Hardtack and the Carolina Flow. Now this is the blood that I like to think that the Marlowe stuff and the Red Boy Snooty stuff kind of made Mims, you know, the stuff you see down here. But, you know, my boy, you know, the guy I got the dog from, and he know him better than me and know more about him, really, kind of. But he said it's really this stuff, that Fiddlefoot stuff, you know, that made 69,000 times, that made Mr. Mims what the classic what he was. Then when he went to the Red Boy Snooty off the Marlowe and crossed it with it, it just kept it going. You know, made him better maybe in some people's eyes, but this is the Snooty Bolio cross. You see? You see, Garner had the Bolio cross in there too with his stuff. The Bolio and Snooty. And Chinaman and stuff. But see, Mims had his version. You know? I'll let y'all think who y'all think's version really the best, but they both legends, so it's all good. And everybody got their own opinion anyway. But as you can see, Mims had his own version of Frisco or version of Chinaman or whatever. You know, he had the same stuff, but he used that Ulsterson's King Solomon coming from the Carolina Flow and Hardtack. So King Solomon, we've seen him before. Now you can see that terrier in him. I mean that Staffshire a little bit in him. You know, if we take it back, I bet you can see the Black Widow. I done showed y'all. For people that ain't seen the videos, you hit the Black Widow, you go back to her, you see the Grand Champ Williams red, or you can click Williams Goldie, you see the Fighting Peter. They go right back to the Staffy again. Ireland, you see? Imported. But if you hit the Williams red, it's in there too. Fighting Peter again, see? So that's why I try to tell y'all. And Master of all Bulldogs and the nanny dog dude was up there fussing about it. He was probably wondering where Master of all Bulldog, he probably looked at because he be looking at my videos on the low. He won't never comment or nothing up there probably, but that's where he got it from, talking about Honey Bunch was a staffy. I didn't say Honey Bunch was no staffy. I said she got staff blood in her, just like all the dogs when you learn how to read a pedigree and take it back. Of course, he knew that if he say it like that, somebody gonna fuss with him. They made a whole video about it. Y'all, I mean, I guess if y'all want to make these videos going back and forth about stuff, man, I mean, I guess it's good for entertainment, but I don't know. I mean, you know, I stay out of people's business. Y'all do what y'all do, but I mean, I don't know how productive it is. I mean, you know, I just think we all need to learn how to get along. I think with all the stuff going on, I think we need to be hanging together and not using that Willie Lynch syndrome where everybody jealous of each other. Just be glad we all got dogs and we all can converse about them and talk about history and, you know, just make the best out of it and stick together. I mean, what y'all trying to do? Just make it so ain't nobody gonna have no dogs no more because we fussing with each other and can't get along and everybody jealous of each other. Don't nobody want to support nobody. Then I'm trying to support people. Then nobody don't want to support me back. So I get tired of support. It's just a never ending game, man. I'm probably wasting my breath even talking about it, but like I said, I'm always put out the real out there. I don't care how much YouTube shadow ban me or none of that mess. They can do what they want to. The real looking at it. So it's only for the real anyway. But yeah, I done went off on a rant. Y'all know I'm good for one every video. But yeah, Fiddlefoot and the Great Carolina Flow. Now, like I said, there's Frisco, and then there's Carolina Flow. Now, supposedly Frisco got way more good producing dogs, but you know, Carolina Flow on the low supposed to be a big time producer too. They just, you know, and this is all for educational, informational uses only. Some of this stuff may be true, may not be true, but yeah, that dog's supposed to be up there in dimension with some of the best that ever did it and produced too. You know, if you're in the know. Produced a lot of bulldogs. I don't see what the offspring list looking like. Yeah, it's only got 34, but high percentage. Like I said, a lot of people probably didn't talk about them a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, everything ain't for everybody's business and for everybody to know. So, but yeah, old Carolina Flow. One of the best that ever on the low produced. And she come off the Elston's King Solomon and the Wood Snooty stuff. So then we got Hardtack. Hardtack looking good. Heavy Snooty Bolio. And bred off the Bolio right there. Off the Mims Pilot and the Clemens Midnight. Clemens Mims Midnight. So this is the stuff that really made Mims and made him going, supposedly, in a lot of people's eyes, and maybe the truth. And then he just went to that stuff that I got in BB to finish it off, to cross back with it, as you can see, and just made them more powerful dogs. Just made some bulldogs, made some of the best that ever lived all over the world now. Classic stuff right here. You can't bulldog with this type of blood. You can't bulldog. I'm just telling you, straight up. All you gotta do is don't mess this stuff up. Just do what you supposed to do. But yeah, that's old Fiddlefoot. And Mims Pokey and Mims Dopey and Little Amber go right back to the stuff, you know, and BB again. So yeah, that's how much Carolina Flow is in there. The Little Amber, the Hardtack, the stuff that BB got in across with the Emmett, right back on it again. So it's heavy. This pulls Bishop. You see, that's just a quarter of Bundy. Just a quarter now. Now we go to 2 Sweet. Same recipe. The Ritz and the Jip. Mims Rips and Jips. People know about Ritz. I don't like this picture because it got them. Somebody need to feed them, but there's some people that love and know about some Ritz stuff. If you know, you know. Red Boy Snooty, heavy. Alright. And the Mims Jip. Same thing. Red Boy, Carolina Flow, Hardtack, Uslerson's King Solomon. See how it's bred up? Crazy bred up. Alright. So we at this Capital Kennel Cyclops. We just at the top part. So the whole top part, you already see how it's bred off the Mims, Red Boy, Snooty, Usleton stuff. You see, it's just classic stuff. So now we finished. We about to be finished. We at 20 minutes. We about to try to be finished up with the Kelly Bundy. And this part 2. We're gonna do Cheyenne. And what is she? Cheyenne, look at her, little cute little dog. David Cheyenne. More Mims again. More the same. So we got Casey. Coming off Champ Charlie. Right back to the Marlowe stuff, the Carolina Flow Hardtack stuff again. The Mims Shorty, Britches, Fanny, Snooty. Just more of the same. Look how much flavor is in this quarter here now. Alright. Champ Charlie. I'll tell you now. Mims was a breeding man. Now he was a bad man. If you know, you know. One of the best. Ask people in the know. Worldwide. And I mean worldwide. Alright. So that's Cheyenne, Casey, coming out to Charlie, and Mims Sugar. You know, same old stuff. And then we got the Consols Foxy. We're gonna end it up with old Rocky Kennels dog. At the time. Coming off the Bank stuff, Judges stuff, Nail 'em Down Boys, Bank Shelly. More of the same stuff. You see Banks coming off the Judges stuff. Same stuff. Uslerson's, Snooty, Red Boy, Carolina Flow. Now you think this stuff won't work, and if all these people got this and they putting them all together, you think this stuff ain't working? You don't know nothing about no dogs. We got Bank Sexy. Coming off Nail 'em Down, and Bank Shelly. Coming off the Mims Jim Dandy and the Champion Jigs. Alright. Got Mims Bonus. Y'all see all these different Mims names now? I'm telling you. Bulldogging. Snooty. Red Boy. The people always talking about, oh man, I got some Snooty blood, I got some Red Boy blood. Tell them to show it to you. Show and tell channel right here. That's why they hate me. Cause they not like us. Not everybody don't hate me, just a lot of people do. Or they don't support it, or want to act like they don't see it, or, you know, the list goes on. Alright, Bank Shelly. Same old stuff. Just more of the same, man. So you can see that's a heavy Mims dog. So that's why you gotta take a pedigree back. See Pepper. Mims Pepper. Coming off Fiddlefoot and Polly. Mims Remus back there. You know, Ricochet. It's just so many dogs. Shady Lady. Case. Or Red Boy. It's more the same, yeah. So yeah, this one gonna be kind of quick because it's pretty much more the same of what y'all done seen before. You know, this quarter is gonna go right back into BB. You know. So we got Kelly Bundy. We done knocked her out the way. But just to show y'all, since we got so much time, so you see BB right here. BB Williams. You see the difference? Second generation Mims Honey, and then straight into it. You see? Top side, second generation, bottom side, straight into it. And when you click Honey, it's coming straight off the Mims stuff. Not even inbred off the Mims like that, babe back here like that. It's going straight from the Marlows and the kitten stuff. You see? See, that's how it's gonna come right back into them puppies. You know? Back to hyena. Just that little quarter right there. It's gonna help ignite when I breed them. And it touched that other stuff. You see? So you never know when you breed these dogs like this, you never know what puppies is gonna get the Mim stuff, what puppies gonna get the STP Bolio stuff, the Toro stuff, you don't know how it's gonna cross up because it's all crossing. You had 9-10 puppies, 2 or 3 of them got this blood, 2 or 3 of them got that showing. Some of them got the whole combination of everything. The stuff is just it's so amazing, man. It was just like I said. Classic stuff, man. Walking antique. If you know, you know. Alright. So, yeah. We finished with Aries topside. So, you can see the daddy ain't nothing but a heavy STP buck and Mims cross. Coming off some people that was breeding the Mims line. Heavy Carolina Flow, heavy Red Boy Snooty. Champion Ulterson, Grand Champion Ultersons. You know, that old classic stuff. That's what's in the pedigree. But you know, if you stop right here, you'll never know what all the magic is going on that's coming down here that's making them, because you just stop right here and all that stuff disappear. You know. But yeah, that's the daddy. Oh, Aries. We finished with Aries now. And the next one we're going to talk about the bottom side, oh, Ebony. And Ebony is bred up too. She got a little fire in her. So we were just doing the top side, y'all. We just done the top 50 cent. We're going to do the other 50 cent on the bottom now to make the 100. Alright, we're going to break down old Black Gator. That's what we're going to do on part 3. Black Gator. That's kind of look like Night Night. Night Night kind of took after him and then Mama. But we'll break it down on the next video. Peace.